first we have Mr. Anand Dimuri, who's one of the founders of 91 Springboard, one of the leading co-working spaces and startup ecosystem builders in India. Next we have Miss Saina from CNBC. Saina from CNBC. She's co-authored Young Turks. Ms. Vibhuti Chalna, she's the director of Vidian Ventures. Ms. Vibhuti. I'm so sorry, sir. I just got a list without any introductions. And this is not what I do as a professional, so please excuse if I don't make any quotes. Next we have, we're expecting Ms. Taru Kapoor. She's the CEO of Tinder in India. And she might join us in a while. And we have, I think, we have one more person that the list has got. Can you just please introduce?
I'm Radha from United States Fund.
Radha from United States Fund. Wonderful, very eminent panel of juries. So now, without wasting much time, I'll invite the first startup to pitch, Ms. Kirti Babeja from Momsjoy.
Creating life is the most beautiful thing in this world. The reason why we're sitting here today and why we exist in the world is because of our mothers. The process of us coming into the world must be given importance to and must be embraced. We got to thinking about momsjoy.com, me and my co-founder, who's also my childhood friend, both 26 computer science engineers turned fashion designers, when we met a friend at a party he was expecting, and she was so anguished about not being able to find the right clothes to wear, that it really got us thinking how pregnancy is so underrated in India and how it deserves so much more importance. In fact, in 2015, there was a survey that was done of more than 2,000 plus expecting mothers, which stated that the top 2 reasons why women are anxious during pregnancy is A, about their attractiveness during pregnancy and post-pregnancy, and B, about breastfeeding. Imagine, we're creating life, which is such an amazing thing, and you're feeling bad about the way we look. Not cool at all. So we went ahead and surveyed 200 plus more expecting moms and doctors, only to find that they were troubled about finding the right kind of clothes which were fashionable, yet functional and comfortable. And this was because of problems of fit, size, and long-term usability. Science also states how clothing has an effect on self-esteem as well as self-confidence. So we decided that we should definitely use the power of fashion as a way of really resolving these particular worries of pregnant and expecting moms. And we started momsjoy.com, which is a maternity and nursing fashion brand with a mission to empower mothers and make them feel beautiful, confident, and happy during this journey. We have very innovative designs, so basically let's talk about the 5, how do we use the power of fashion in order to resolve the worries of a pregnant mother. Firstly, we're talking about appearance anxiety. We have very thoughtful designs and different sorts of products that are available on our portal. We have maternity tops, tank tops, dresses, etc. All of them fit and flatter during and post-pregnancy. When we talk about, so what you see over here, for example, the dresses that you see over here, or the silhouettes that you're seeing over here, the detailing is done in such a way that they fit you during pregnancy as well as post-pregnancy. So we're talking about clothes that fit you during pregnancy, post-pregnancy, which basically means that it is not only fixed to the 9 months period, but it even extends beyond, which solves the problem of size, fit, and long-term usability. Right. The third thing is about breastfeeding anxiety, which women face. And what we have is very easy nursing accesses. So we have hidden buttons, cuts, as well as easy lift-up accesses, which ensure that the transitioning from motherhood to nursing is absolutely seamless and is absolutely effortless. In terms of usability and comfort, we have, like I mentioned, clothes that fit us during and post-pregnancy, which is extremely comfortable. And also we're using very soft, high-quality, durable fabrics, which are stretchable, as well as which are safe for the baby as well as the child. So let me just show you some parts of what is there on our own portal as well. So like I mentioned, we have workwear, we have dresses, we have tank tops, tops, etc. Plus, like I mentioned, fits during and post-pregnancy. Easy nursing accesses. So you can see over here, for example, the left garment has easy lift-up access. The right one, you can't see that closely, but you can see there are hidden buttons there. Also, all of it is manufactured in India, and we have our own manufacturing unit and in-house unit. Everything is made in India. We are delivering via so we have an omni-channel approach how our revenue model works. We're on our own e-commerce portal, momsjoy.com, plus we're on other portals as well. For example, Flipkart, Snapdeal, FirstCry, etc. Also, we're looking at selling in retail stores, in brick and mortar retail stores. Plus, since we've set up our unit from scratch, so we have the ability to actually export our Make in India products abroad.
Kriti, you'd have to stop now. The judges, you can ask your questions. About 4 minutes for.
Sorry, Kirti. Kirti, can you just elaborate more on what your revenue model and margins look like in this business?
So let me just tell you a few facts as well. So before we went even live, we had 200 plus orders already in the pipeline, and we've already fulfilled more than 2,500 orders. We have a margin of about 15%, considering we're a startup. Also, like I said, we're selling online directly. We have our own e-commerce portal, which is momsjoy.com. Plus, we're selling on other portals, which is like Amazon, FirstCry, because it gives confidence since we're a new brand. And thirdly, we're looking at being at retail stores, tying up with hospitals as well, where they're looking at buying specific products, which are very innovative, like breastfeeding scarves, which they want to gift to new moms. And like I said, we're definitely looking at exporting outside, abroad, as a Make in India product.
So this is 15% you said is your margins, operating margins, or
the entire margin on our
net
product.
profit? Okay.
Yeah.
You mentioned you're also looking at clothes which are not necessarily related to the period of pregnancy or post-pregnancy. You said tank.
Yeah, so they are maternity tank tops. So basically, they've been detailed and made in such a way that they fit you during the 9 months. Plus, even if I wear it, it looks good on me. But our target market is expecting mothers from 0 to 9 months, and then post that to nursing.
So you're clearly focused on that.
Yes, that is our niche target.
What do you think is your biggest differentiator?
So, basically what exists in the market, like if I also talk about our competitors that are there, they're focused on maternity wear. We're focused on maternity fashion. Plus, we're providing clothes which fit you during, so they're very usable and they're functional by the end of the day. And over and above that, they're fashionable, which is what we want, right? During pregnancy, you want to feel beautiful about yourselves. So, like I said, they fit you during the 9 months and they look fashionable and fit you well post the 9 months. Plus, we have absolutely 100% priority on quality of the product and quality of the fabrics that we use, which are very, very breathable and very soft, because during pregnancy, you get easily, it holds heat to your skin if you're using any other sort of fabrics. So that is also one of our things. I can also go on, like we're a Make in India, we're totally about, giving employment to, Indians by the end of the day. Why not have our own? And that's the reason why we set up our own manufacturing, and we were not interested in actually going and getting products from outside and then selling it here. So, yeah.
Hey, just the last one question for me. So what's your marketing strategy? How do you reach to the prospective users?
Yeah. So our marketing strategy is a mix of, online as well as offline. So in terms of offline, what we do is we are tying up with hospitals, like I mentioned. Plus, we're also tying up with like prenatal, antenatal classes. You have pregnancy yoga classes. You have several sort of services that are provided to pregnant women, which is exactly where our target market is. So for offline, that is primarily what our target is. Plus, being in a retail store is also a strategy for us to have that touch and feel of the product. For online, of course, we're concentrating on our SEO, Facebook, being written. We've actually been written about by one of the famous parenting bloggers, Mansi Zaveri of Kids Top Press. She loved our. So we're actually targeting where people would actually read about buying such products. So that is exactly how we're really going about it.
We just have one time for one last question.
Kirti, one last question from my side is that can you just quickly run me through your founders' profiles?
So I am actually a computer science engineer, and I was working with Accenture and S&P Capital IQ. I'm also a professional photographer. The photography you see of all our products is my work. Okay. Been very creative for a very long time, and had this idea and was really passionate about the fact that these products are not existing in the market, and it is something that needs to be really done about it. And my co-founder, Divya, she's sitting there. She's my childhood friend as well. And she's also a computer science engineer. She's done her MBA from Imperial College. And both of us have worked at MNCs before this.
Thank you so much. We'll have to stop there. Thank you so much. Next, thank you so much, Kriti. It was a very, very wonderful pitch, and it's very exciting to look at the impact. And especially, I was very excited when you mentioned about Make in India.
Can't we also ask?
No, sir, this format doesn't allow. But of course, offline you can connect with all the participants because we are really running short on time today. So next, I invite Indrani Mukherjee from Bamboos. Indrani, are you here? In fact, I'll request the next participant to I'm just waiting for the list, so I'll just announce after this who's the next participant. So please be ready with your pitch. You can just set up your Indrani just presentation up. It's on the laptop. You can just look at the folder. In the timing, I just would like to Akshat, can you just help her? Sorry. One thing, guys, I think I missed while I was introducing about the session is that we have about 50,000 crash prize for the winner. This has been sponsored by our partners, KGS Advisors LLP, and Empower at the Zone startup. So again, a big round of applause for both the partners for supporting us, budding, aspiring entrepreneurs. Are you ready, Indrani?
Yes.
Judges, are you ready? I'd like to mention again, at 3:30, I'll give you a wave of hand. So about 30 seconds you would have to close. It's 4-minute time in total you have. And about 4 minutes of Q&A from the judges.
Hello, everyone. I'm Indrani Mukherjee, co-founder of feelbamboo.com and Bamboos. Bamboos is my mother company, which is 100% owned by me, and it is 5 years old company. Now, this is my new venture, which has been launched on 14th February 2016. It is an online store where you find various kinds of innovative green bamboo furniture and decor. This furniture will have exotic design which are done by us, and it will have every range from the living room to the bedroom, from the kitchen. Why we have started this venture? Because we have studied for the last 5 years that furniture industry is around 350 billion or 35,000 crore, and we have found that bamboo caters to only 5%. Why not tap that? Yes, 5% will be quite high in my case because we are a small SME that time. So unless 1%, yes, it is achievable, and we thought to take this idea to a greater scale, and that's why we launched it and formed this company, feelbamboo.com. Who will be our customer? Our customer can be any household person in an office, resort, hotel, government institution, anybody who will have an internet access and mobile phone. Means we will have both B2B and B2C. Then bamboo furniture and decor online addressing what? Because we have found that there are no organized player. You will find bamboo furniture roadside. It is a cheap material. People have they deal with unfinished, so people will have a poor man's timber, it is basically. So we thought, no, we will make it a different. We will position ourselves as a niche bamboo manufacturing, and we will give that online. People nowadays don't want to go to shops, everything is online. Without any hassle, you order and we will deliver to your home. We are also working with the remotest part of India, artisans whose ideas, whose skills are not tapped. So we are also working with them and promoting their furniture skill, their decor, and we are enlisting themselves in feelbamboo.com. We have even found that Urban Ladder or Paperfy don't have this style of furniture, and we are catering to it. And my unique value proposition is very important because bamboo, I don't know how many of you know, is not a tree, it's a grass. Because it is a renewable source. If you cut a tree, it will take 60 years to grow. But if you cut a bamboo plant, it will take 5 years to take its maturity. And it's the timber of the 21st century. And as such, it is an environmental concern because China has already banned wooden furniture. And we have to take the call now. So we are catering to the three bottom lines. Not only we are saving the environment, we are giving option to the customers to look for an alternative furniture. And also we are working with the poorest craftsmen of India and giving them an employment opportunity. These are some snapshot. It is already launched. Please visit feelbamboo, FEELBAMBU.com. Now, what are my marketing, this one strategy? Yes, I have both online marketing strategy and offline.
I'm saying you have 30 more seconds.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, you so stop.
No. You have 30. This means another 30 seconds.
Alert.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'll give you 30
Yeah,
more seconds.
online marketing is through the very, everyone knows that social media. I have my Twitter handler, I have my FB page, which I am promoting time to time. I'm registered with online B2B and B2C portal like IndiaMart and JustStyle. I'm also doing sometime Google AdWords. Offline, yes, I'm doing press releases, but with my very limited, it is a bootstrapped company. So tier 2 city, I'm doing advertisement, which is reachable in my case. I'm not started with tier 1 cities. And also I myself authored many articles and it has been published in...
Stop. I have to stop there.
She's gonna get up.
Judges, can we have the question and answers, please?
Okay, I'll help you out. Can you tell us a little bit about when you launched and what the response has been since then?
Feelbamboo.com has launched on 14th Feb 2016 and we've already got an order of around 3 to 4 lakhs from B2C. And B2B already few people has shown interest, which we are exploring, like a franchisee model. They are keen because we have already created some brand in the market. So they are asking, so this also we are exploring.
How do you ensure that you're able to get sufficient supply of bamboo? You said that you need to wait for 5 years for the tree to go.
Yes,
go back.
when I started in 2010, it was a big challenge. Yes, supply chain, because most of my bamboos are coming from the northeastern India, and my facility is in Bangalore in Karnataka region. Though I use Karnataka region bamboo also, but initially it was a challenge and the cost was included. Now I have already streamlined. There are certain government bodies with whom we are tied up who are supplying us with the raw material and the artisans.
Do you also have some sort of design intervention in designing the products? Are those designers in-house?
Yes, actually me and my co-founder, we are both civil engineer and we have a knack for designing, because before that we were in a conventional construction job and we were more of into architectural design. Yes, we have some designer which are not into our payroll, but we, like NID graduates, some females are there, which we time to time offer them to design some, because NID have a bamboo division for the furniture and the decor. And we take that skill into our venture.
Any more questions?
Yeah, just one. So what's your biggest challenge right now apart from scaling?
Yes, my biggest challenge is sales and marketing because of the this fund crunch, which is bootstrapped. So I need little, because I'm now restricted to Bangalore and the South India. I want to cater to the Western India, outside India. So a lot of sales and marketing. I'm looking for some marketing agencies, PR activities, which has to make it very popular. Unless I make it popular, my products are not going to sell.
Have you considered focusing? You mentioned B2C and B2B. They require very different skill sets, and you just mentioned having a bit of a challenge with marketing.
Yes, B2C, yes, not my priority. I'm mostly interested in B2B, which will give me more revenue. And we are exploring this franchisee model. And already people have shown interest from Mumbai, from Kerala, where they are thinking, oh, no organized players are there in this sector. So B2B is the which we are going to tap to get more revenue.
One more question. So where do you price yourself? Like the bamboo, whatever products you're supplying, cost-wise, where do you see yourself as compared to other interior?
Yeah, I understood your question. The cost of the product, don't think that it will be very cheap. We are keeping 3 ranges in our portal, where it will be a regular one, which is very affordable. Then there will be designer one, then will be royal, which are limited edition because will be designed by NID designers or designed by a renowned architect. So we have all the 3 ranges and it won't be very cheap.
I think we just have time for one last question. Any more questions or shall we? All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Indrani, it was looking at a very eco-friendlier side of the businesses, and it's always very interesting. So next we have Huratil Malika. She's from Chicks Connect. Huratil, do we have you here? All right. Pratil, are you good to begin?
Yes.
Okay. So you know the rules, right?
Yeah.
So about at 3:30, a wave of hand. You don't have to stop. You have got 30 more seconds to speak, okay?
Yes.
And then 4 minutes for audio, judges interaction. Great. So your time begins now.
Hi, friends and judges. I am Horatul Malika Taj, founder of Chicks Connect. And before I actually take you through the pitch, I would like to walk you through a small story. There was a girl named Lakshmi. She was a brilliant, brilliant student back there in college. She had so many friends around her. She was all gathered by, different people. And then she moved to a new city for a job. And there she was all alone, no friends, no networking, nothing. That's where Chicks Connect comes into play. We help all such working and non-working women find and make new friends wherever they are. So whether it's for professional networking or whether it's for a casual hangout, you always have people around you, and that all through a single app. So we have features like one-on-one chat, group discussions. You can create an event and invite all the people in your vicinity. They'll be able to see that event and they can join you in, or you will be able to see the events by other women in your vicinity and you can join them. So it's basically a great way to network with other women. Talking about the market size, 3 billion women worldwide and 50 plus million urban women mobile users in India itself, a big, big market. When we look at the competition, there is Girlfriend Social and SocialJane.com, but they are just social networking sites. They're not applications, mobile applications, which allow you to network. Talking about something very close to our idea, it is Girl Crew, but that's not in India. That's working in US and Ireland right now. Very active, but only through Facebook social group. Again, there is no application. If I talk about Chicks Connect, we've started just a month ago and 4 meetups done, 350 plus registered Chicks Connect members already. I'm very proud to say that we have 2 startups founded after the Chicks Connect meetups happened. And those are by girls who are 20 years old. 3 collaborative efforts have taken place in the group itself with 3 women. They were from the same industry and they collaborated over something, and now they have a startup. 15th May is our app launch. We're coming with our first Android app, and we're growing at a 300% rate. Next meetups line up in Delhi, Bombay, and Jaipur, and tomorrow is our another meetup, so I invite you all. The business model is in-app promotions, and also we will have product launches and brand promotions in our meetups. So that is the business model all about. Also, we have collaborated in this month itself with Boxania and MasterChef India, which is, I think, incredible. Fundraise so far, we are doing crowdfunding for the same, and I've raised 45,000 plus in 10 days' time, and we're not looking forward to more than $1,000 seed fund as of now. User funds would be for marketing, travel, and advertising, and of course for team building. I myself is there, and I have a consultant, Vinav Bhanawat, who actually represented India this time for Black Box in Silicon Valley for his company, Non-Moving Inventory. Advisors include Rahul Narvekar. He doesn't even need an introduction. CEO, founder, Indian Roots, and head CSR, JK Seaman, Renu Ghosh. You can contact us. That's it, guys. And I look forward to all the chicks here into my group, Chicks Connect. So welcome all. Questions?
Thank you so much, Till. That was very impressive. You finished at least in a minute and a half before your scheduled time.
Thank you.
Maybe you can lend that to another startup. So I'll move on.
Maybe we can give that time to the people.
Absolutely.
So
Startup is together, collaborating, growing together, though it's out of format, but just a random thought. So can we move to the judges for the question and answers now?
Can you elaborate a little more on how you envision this going forward? Is it primarily an offline social network with the app enabling the connections and the discovery, or is it a online network like an Angel List or things?
So we have an app, so it's already online, right? But because my motive is to make girls meet offline, because it aims at actually getting you offline, meet each other, understand each other. So the meeting offline purpose is being solved through the online app mode. So it is both, but yes, of course, it's finding girls and then meeting them.
Okay, so given this picture of offline, how do you envision this as a business? Like, how do you pay salaries and yourself?
Pardon?
Like, how do you, what's the revenue model?
So the revenue model is that when the meetups will happen, we'll have For example, Boxania has, it's doing a pan-India launch and we already are getting through with it. So new product launches, brand promotions in the meetings. We also look forward to community training programs for girls that we will do once the community builds up, pretty much. And that would all form a part of the revenue model. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a question. How have you acquired these 300 platform yet? And what's your plan to scale this up? How will you attract these women?
Yeah, so when I started, it was through Facebook solely. So we've a closed group wherein these 350 members are there. And now that we will be launching the app on 15th May. Then will be the app downloads and more people will be able to join. So these 350 people are from my, I think around 250 are from my hometown alone and 100 members from across the other cities. And that's through Facebook alone.
So just to follow up, so why do you need an app? Why can't this be a closed Facebook group forever?
Because our aim is to supposedly, just to give you an example, I come to Delhi from Bombay and I know nobody here. So then how would I find out people here? The app will show you that who all our girls are and, in the vicinity of, say, CP. So who all our girls are there in that location. And I can just ping them. I can put a notification, say, I want to meet you. And they will, and if they want to, they will actually, you can talk to them. So it'll be facilitated through the app.
So how, so how do you acquire your customer in a quicker way? What is the strategy plan for that? Because Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, your question is complete?
Yeah.
So the strategy planning are the meetups. We're doing offline meetups as, a lot of meetups. So tomorrow is a meetup. And I plan to do a lot of meetups in Bombay, Jaipur, and a lot of other cities. And for that only, I'm doing crowdfunding and I need more funds because I need it for travel and for marketing and for advertising.
Do you think that by kind of taking the online group offline and then facilitating the meetups, it's going to be pretty intensive cost-wise over a longer period of time unless you're able to forge some sort of partnerships that also bring in revenues for you? And what are the kind of numbers in terms of app downloads or number of people on your community that you're looking at by the end of the year, for instance?
Yeah. So see, there are two things in this. First is that girls can find other girls and can meet them. So there is no me involved in it, or there's nobody involved in it. So that is on those girls wherever they meet, and whether it's for professional networking or hangouts. When Chicks Connect is conducting an event, we already have people approaching us for the product launches and brand promotions in 1 month's time. So that's incredible. I mean, I think the way it is progressing and the speed it has taken, and the way girls are collaborating with it, I see it as reaching great heights, I think, in 3-4 months' time itself.
That would have to be the last question.
Any projections on the numbers till the end of the year? Any target that you want to get to?
I think I would want it to be in lakhs. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This was very interesting, Horatal. Sudipta Ray from Blow Up. All right. So can I request everybody to please settle down? All right. Sudipta?
Yeah.
So 3:30, I'll give you a wave, and then 30 more seconds. At 4, you stop, okay?
Hello, everyone. A very good afternoon to all of you.
Mm-hmm.
And so here am I to present our seed of an idea called Blow Up. This was just a little sapling that eventually got nourished over a period of time. And for us, it was a thought about photo tours with a difference. How about creating opportunities for people to take photographs and get a slice of life, through their own eyes, through the photographers, through filmmakers, and through storytellers, to bring in that extra flavor that each place has to give to us. And as we brought this idea together, me and my co-founder, Chandra Chatterjee, both of us took it to a set of friends, and along the way, we found mentors in our own friends. So we had, friends who mentored us in law, in backgrounds of photography, as well as management and entrepreneurship. And that's how we moved ahead to create. And one of the first tours that we did was, deciding on hosting a photo tour in Kolkata during the Durga Puja. And it's one of the largest outdoor art festivals in the world as of now. More than 2,000 puja pandals are erected all over the city. and the entire city, joins in. So it's like, it transcends all barriers, all boundaries of religion. And it's a hugely cosmopolitan, across religions, across literally the democracy can be felt right there, the pulse. And so that's how we began. So the only thing I could say is it's the overcrowded streets, the explosion of sounds, blinding lights, and the high-spirited souls. That's the festival, literally, that just puts together. And here we invited 9 photographers from a lot of, we had sent out the invitations to many photographers. And through our panel of mentors, 9 were selected. And these 9 photographers were mentored right there with our panel of photographers, as well as a photojournalist who gave them a socioeconomic and sociocultural background. Then we had an art curator taking them to the commissioned pujas in Calcutta. And we also had an ace advertising professional from Bombay who came in and told them all about the significance of the 3 eyes of Durga, which is now internationally denotes Durga, the power of her all across. And in this fantastic tour, this was a novel initiative. It's one of its kind. We were supported by Nikon, Hindustan National Glass, Mio Amor, Mother Dairy, and the hospitality was provided by #Valet, Cafe 4x1, and the Stadel. Eventually, the outcome of this Third Eye tour, we had a blow-up calendar, 2016. We have the Third Eye photo book that we are about to self-publish, and a selection of images that Nikon will use for its publicity purposes. As the name suggests, now we'll move on to the Third Eye photo book. As the name suggests, it's a 60-page photo book. Here, it's been curated by 2 ace photographers, Chandra Chatterjee and Tarun Kewal, and it's edited by me and written by Shamanta Chattopadhyay. The photo book, the whole idea is to capture the vibrancy of this fantastic festival, to familiarize people with the rituals, the festivities that go on, and to provide a glimpse into the much celebrated festival and nurture a keen interest for others to come in. So we want to see this translate into a larger movement of tourism, is where we want it. And what we would like to do is showcase this brilliant art that's created there to the larger international world, to take it beyond our own boundaries, to, bring in curators to visit and take this beyond. If we would ideally like to see it in other galleries across the world.
To stop now. Okay. Audience, judges, please. 4 minutes for questions.
Sorry, I don't know if I missed it, but to help me understand what exactly is the business?
Let me just, to begin with, I'll tell you that right now we are in the process of becoming a slightly bigger, spreading our wings wide. And so our, mentors feel that we would like to understand how much of interest we can generate in the community and not share the financials as of now. But if there is a interest, we will surely take it up at a later date.
She wants to understand the concept.
Yeah, so what is the business? Is it the photo walks that you're organizing? Is it the regular photo books or calendars?
Photo books, it's not photo walks, these are photo tours that will translate into generating a curiosity across. So we will do that through the medium of books and exhibitions, and eventually take it out to the larger audience, a global audience.
Sorry, will this be restricted to just the Durga Puja? Are you looking at other...
Many more cultural events all across. So this was our first initiative, and we will take it to many more cultural events, maybe other events too in India, which are happening at a large scale, but yet to reach that. Durga Puja is in fact considered, while we were doing our research, we found it's literally the Rio of the Eastern Hemisphere. But it doesn't have the hype, it doesn't have the popularity generated as much. So we would like to see many of our Indian cultural events generate that amount of interest to the wider world outside. To be able to see tourism actually, climb higher, and to see far many more people come in and appreciate India.
So the first group that took this walk was about 9 odd people, if I got that correct?
9 photographers who were and we had 6 mentors on our panel.
Yeah, just quickly. So what's your plan for
Next,
And where do you see yourself in like 3 years?
in 3 years. Okay, in the next 6 months, we have a couple of photo tours that are planned out already, and we are in talks with others outfits to see where we can take these photo tours beyond these cultural events into other spaces. That's for one. And in terms of 3 years down, I would like to see international curators and art galleries actually come in and take a slice of India with them to showcase it abroad to the much wider world. That's where I would like to see this go.
So can you help me understand, do you charge the people who join the tour? Where do you make your money?
Well, as of now, what we are looking at is corporate partnerships to create those opportunities for these photographers to take images, to capture the vibrancy of each of these events, and then to see where we can take them. So, these books and exhibitions are going to be the outreach program for each of our tours.
Any further questions? No more questions? All right, great. Thank you so much, Sudipta. All right, so the next pitch we have from a startup called Kakchao, and the presenter is Ridhima. Ridhima, do we have you here? Wonderful. Just something like to add, I've been to similar kind of events where startups have been pitching and then idea sharing, and more than anything, like I mentioned in the previous session also, it's the experience, for young startup. It's the feedback from the audience, from the judges, and the kind of jury we have here, I'd just like to add, make the most, after the session, post this event, whomsoever you could connect, take feedback on how to improve. It's never, in the startup journey, it's never a letdown or disappointment. It's all about improving and growing, right? So just like to add again, Ridhima, at 3:30, I'll give you a wave of hand, and then you would have another 30 seconds. Are you good to begin? Judges, are we good to go? All right.
What does everybody want to become in life? Well, an average and a sane person would say successful. And for that one particular person, success basically means having at least a car, a house, a bank account, a prized possession, and a lover. What if I tell you this is all related to how you look? You would counter me by saying, hey, don't judge a book by its cover. But if I had dressed like this today, and you would have totally judged me thinking maybe she has a startup related to ethnic clothes, or maybe she's doing something related to traditions, Indian traditions and culture. Well, dressing has an effect on both the viewer and on both the wearer and an observer. Dressing plays a very vital part in communicating who you are and what you want to become. Respect, self-empowerment, and confidence can all start with a little diligence to your apparel. But no, I'm not saying only dressing well will make you successful. But yes, paying a little of attention to it will help you climb the ladder a little too quickly than the others. Well, these three people out here are responsible for the most trending things in the world right now. And they also have a commonality between them, which is they wear the same clothes every day. For example, Mark here wears the same gray shirt every day. And why does he do that? Because he wants to ignore a situation called decision fatigue. Now, what is that? He's serving somewhere around 1 billion people. And a lot of psychological studies suggest the ability to take decisions can invariably decrease because even if you're the most influential person, you have a certain mental energy. And if you spend that energy in the morning thinking, what should I wear? Or what should I buy? Or what should I eat? You wouldn't be able to be very efficient. So just to clear off their mind and concentrate on the bigger picture, they have adopted this path. But they are outliers. Not everybody can be like them. So you and I have to concentrate a lot on other aspects. Hi, my name is Ridhima, and I'm a co-founder of this fashion styling startup called Kakchao. Every day out of 3 billion queries, 1 billion queries are related to fashion and accessories. I don't have enough clothes to wear. I don't know what to buy. Where should I buy it from? Confused in wearing, deciding what to wear from your own wardrobe. Don't know where to buy it from. Kakcho. Kakcho is your solution. Kakcho connects users with fashion stylists who solve their fashion dilemmas by providing them with personalized, instant, and expert fashion advice. Well, how do we do that? You come on the application, you obviously have some prerequisites in your mind. If I should be wearing a white shirt or a blue shirt or a green shirt, you upload that on the application. We ask you 3 questions as to what is the occasion, what's the time, and what's the venue. And then you upload that, and in a span of maximum 10 minutes, the stylist will answer you, hey, because of your complexion, you should be wearing this. Or the party that you're going to, everybody will be dressed like this. So, just to suit in, you could wear this. So a lot of concentration will go into personalization, into how you look, into what you like, and what's your favorite color. Well, currently people are solving this problem over social networks, or when they're shopping offline, they ask those sales executives who are not really interested in you. Well, all right. So we launched the app in November 2015. We started marketing in 2016 February. Right now we have some 900 and plus downloads with 420 people already styled.
Ridhima, you have to stop now.
Thank you.
Okay, so judges, question and answers, please.
So, who are the stylists and why are they spending their time giving people advice?
Yeah, so just because a doctor would spend time treating you, a stylist would spend time styling you.
So, I pay the... So, the stylists get paid?
Yeah. So right now what we have on the Play Store is the MVP of our product, because we wanted to understand what people would like and they wouldn't. So right now they're not charging us, but in the near future.
Can you take us through your team?
Yeah, sure. Well, my co-founder, so we will finish college in the next 2 or 3 months, and thank you. So my co-founder Akash, who also earlier presented, is here, and my mentor, Mr. Deepak, who is the founder of Karma Circles, is also sitting in the crowd, and we have 2 more. Mentors. One is Miss Rashi Verma. She's based out of Bombay and she's a fashion stylist. And there's one more who is a strategic consultant, an advisor. His name is Mrinal Rakheja.
What do you do in this venture? What's your...
All right. So, because we are not a very big team, so now that it's been a year and we have understood what exactly needs to be done, so I majorly take care of the strategy making, and I'm the one who goes out and tells people about it.
So you do telling people about it.
Thank you.
Another question is, do you think that there are other apps that are already doing something like this? One that comes to mind immediately is Roposo. Even LimeRoad.com has a sort of scrapbooking and styling. They have stylists there who are kind of crowdsourced to do stuff like this. So, and these are established players, at least in India, Roposo and LimeRoad. And these are just 2 that I can think of immediately. Mm-hmm. Are there others that you have found, and how are you going to go up against them?
Right. So first of all, if you can have a look there, Roposo and LimeRoad, like you mentioned, Roposo is a curator of blogs, and these blogs are very generic. We are not a blogging platform. We are basically, I am your doctor, basically. So yeah. So you come to my platform. I do not push you blogs. I do not tell you what other people are wearing. So that's the major difference. That's the major difference between Roposo and Kakcho. And there are a couple of companies which are doing the same thing, right? I mean, they're on the same page, but because the market is so wide right now, and these all companies are very new with an average user or download base of 5,000 downloads. So everybody is still figuring out what to do.
So you think your patrons will pay you for this at some point in the future? And how do you monetize it?
Well, yeah. Well, we're going to have tie-ups with other businesses like the apparel businesses, and on every sale, on every conversion, we're going to take a 20% cut. And about the users paying us, of course, there'll be a subscription model, but we have tried to gamify it with something like coins. So because we know that India is a very price sensitive country, so we do not expect them to pay us in the next 1 year. So that's why we have inculcated something like a game in the application wherein they'll have a choice. Either they want to pay or they kind of increase the engagement on the application.
So with the 400
Last
people,
question.
the 400 people that you have styled already, what's your insight? When is it that consumers want insight? Is it for an occasion? How many people come back repeatedly to you?
All right. So right now, we kind of launched our application during the fest season. So all these people were uploading pictures for the fest where, what should I wear this with this? And the application doesn't allow you to do a lot of things right now because we just wanted to understand if this idea really is the need of the hour or it's just in my mind. So right now, these people come when they're buying stuff. And it's not every morning they are coming, but when they are buying or when there is a special occasion.
Thank you so much.
What does Kakcho mean?
Okay, Kakcho is an abbreviation. Kakcho means knowingly, actively, kindly, caringly, honestly, and obligingly. These are the values that we keep in mind while styling you.
Some brownie points for giving so much thought on the startup name, I think judging criteria should have a point on what was the thought behind naming your startup, full points to you for that. That I really would have to stop, Pratima. That was very, very interesting. And I think audience really enjoyed your presentation. Next, we have Walkito, another very interesting name. Walkito, Nidhi Maveda, are you here, Nidhi? Till the time you set it up, it's very interesting to see that such very, very fascinating names of the startups that have come up these days, like from Oyo to, so many of them, So next, most of the people who are planning to start up, one of the key important areas is also to come up with such interesting, fascinating names, right? Also, I'd like to just mention, I just got to know that the top 3 pitches who will be winning from this 8 who are pitching would be presenting in the main plenary hall at 5 p.m. So after the session, we have a session on the legal aspects of starting up by our partners called Vox Law Advisors and Solicitors. So one of the senior partners is here. So about an half-an-hour session on the what are the basics for the legalities and with the recent norms like Startup India have introduced, So it's going to be a very, very interesting session. I think as a founder, we sometimes really feel the challenge of looking at the financials and the legal side. So I request audience to stay for the legal session, followed by a social impact session. And then 5 p.m. we'll go to the main plenary hall to hear the top 3 pitches. Great. So Nidhi, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
3:30, I'll give you a hand for 30 seconds.
I'm Nidhi, co-founder of Walkito. We are Ahmedabad based startup supported by Venture Studio and Stanford Design Center. Since my childhood, I'm surrounded by Vyaparis. In English, we call traders. In Gujarat, we all time hear about business and sales, marketing, profit, loss. So I have a very keen observation about them. They do business by relations, not on money. And this thing always triggered me. So when I was doing my first venture called Ncard, so I used to meet a lot of people and receiving many business cards. So I realized managing business cards, it's not easy. It's a time-consuming and a tedious process. So, and then I started exploring in this direction, and we found that there are 250 million business professionals on the world who meet 5 to 30, 300 people a month and exchange many business cards. And many of them forget the cards before reaching a home and put it into a business card holder. But when they want it, it takes around 5 to 30 minutes to just find one card, which is a time-consuming and a very tedious process. And it is not just about the time and a tediousness, but on the other side, it affects environment also. So there is one survey. So in USA, they printed 10 million business cards a year, and it worth $300 million. Just think about the race. US is just a small population. Australia, China, India, and other countries. So didn't anyone try to solve this problem? So if you Google it, you'll find many business card scanners and business card sharing apps. But the problem is that the business cards are not a problem. Yeah. So business card is a part of a culture. It is a ritual. And evaluation of culture takes time. It takes years to evolve. So we found a very strategic way to solve this problem. So they have a many business card, bunch of cards. So what we are doing, we are digitizing the all cards and integrating with a platform. So they can access it anywhere, anytime on any device. App is available on App Store and Google Play Store also. And how it works. So it's as simple as uploading photo on Facebook. So user has to just take a photo of business card, and app has a mechanism. It digitizes a card, and accuracy is 99.97%. And there is a feature called a Smart Share, where user can share his digital business card with everyone. And in normal business card, we have to share everything, whatever is printed on business card. But in app, you can select details which you want to share. You can add notes about person, set follow-up reminders, and app detect location and the time of the sharing. So based on all this information, you can recall person easily in future. So in professionalism, we don't remember name, but we remember their work. Now how this person will help me in future. So yeah, this is how it works. And these are milestones. So we have launched our Android and iOS version. So 93% of our users are professionals, and we are launching our web app in July 2016. And by the November, we are targeting a 10K customers. And this is our team. So I did my graduation from Nirma University in 2014, and this is my second venture. My first venture was N-Card. It was electronic business card, and my co-founder Anshul Goyal, he worked with Housing.com, Snapdeal, Healthcard, and a few other startups. And mentor Pawan Bakkeri is the MD of Bakkeri Group and is MIT alumni. And Swati and Ashini, they are friends and yeah, working with us. Thank you. Sorry.
Great. Audience, sorry, judges.
Nidhi, so tell me, how is your application different from SAM cards? I'm using SAM.
Yeah, so what happened in CamCard, you take photo and it show like accuracy is the not same in every phone. So it depends on the quality of a camera. So if it's scanned Nidhi, it will show you Nishi or something else. And you have to retype it again. You have to re-edit it. So what is the advantage in Walkito? You take photographs and app has a mechanism. It digitizes it and accuracy is at 99.97%. So you don't have to do anything after clicking photograph.
So even in SAMcard, for example, you click photograph, we get 99%, it's there. And how does your revenue work? Is it in the application?
So we have a different pricing models. Depend on requirement of the person. So individual and a corporate. So for individual, it start with like depend on the country also. So in India, we charge 1 rupees per card, and as card increase, we reduce. And in US, it varies.
So again, my whole question is, this SAMcard free thing was there, and then for 50 rupees, I get it for the whole time. So again, because your customer base, you would like to increase it, how do you match it? Because 1 rupee per card is too expensive.
So there is not only one thing in Walkito, digitization of cards. There are a few other features also. So you add notes. Notes is there already in CamCard, but set reminder, and reminders are integrated with Google Calendar and iCalendar. So this is more useful to business developers, sales people who go in field. So that makes easy for them to collaborate with the CRM and other systems.
Is this technique that you're saying, which is 99.97%, 97% accurate. Is that your technique, or you're using third-party tool for that?
Yeah, so we use OCR technology, but we have a few other processes. We integrate those processes with OCR, and based on those methods, we achieve 99.97.
Have you already made some money? I mean, have you got some revenue already?
So we are launching a full-fledged product in November. And yeah, we have more than 50 pre-orders. The Bakkere Group, Ahmedabad University, then Symphony. So they have booked up pre-orders. They have more than 50 salespeople in their corporates.
Apart from this core functionality that you have right now, going forward, what are the other functionalities that you can add on to this to make it more robust?
Yes,
are you looking at sharing, sharing information and so on and so forth?
So we started with the sharing, but problem with sharing is that they have existing cards. So they have to go to like their offline cards and online cards. So first we want to digitize all cards, and then after we'll shift to sharing feature. So we'll have a Walkito draw features. Within a click you can share your all information, and then after we have a few other models, lead generation and business requirement match.
Sorry, lead generation.
Lead generation. So you have all business cards, and based on your context, we'll suggest you who will be your potential customers and.
All right. So some sort of organization where otherwise organization be information.
Yes.
Time for just one last more question.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, when you said you're sharing the card, you can select the fields that you want to share. That means that the other person would also have to have an app?
Yeah, so there are two options. So if other person has a Walkito, he will receive your card in app. If other person doesn't have a Walkito, he will receive an SMS. And when he will download app, he will have your card in his app. So the process is streamlined and updated.
And you aim to have 10,000 users by the end of the
November.
year.
So we have 50 plus pre-orders. There are corporates.
Okay, and what's the revenue target associated with that?
So we are revenue.
What's your revenue target? Like from those 10,000 users?
Revenue target 50 L to 1 CR. Let's see. Like still we are figuring out the pricing models because it varies. Like in India, US.
Thank you so much.
Name behind Walkito is it's a wallet plus pocket because we are reducing your load of your wallet and pocket.
Wonderful, very interesting. I think today you'll find so many users, given it's a very highly packed networking event, so many business cards being exchanged. So guys, like I just mentioned, so we'll select top 3 pitches, and the top 3 pitches would be presenting in the main plenary hall at about 5 p.m. So judges would take this time to evaluate all the pitches. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot, judges.